Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. In this presentation, we will discuss the Diagnostic Trouble Code DTC P0087-00, indicating the fuel rail pressure is too low. This issue primarily concerns the Honda CR-V models from 2023 onwards, a popular compact SUV known for its reliability and efficiency. When this DTC is logged, it signifies that the actual high-pressure fuel pump pressure falls short of the expected target pressure set by the Powertrain Control Module, PCM. The PCM continuously monitors fuel pressure to ensure optimal engine performance and efficiency. If the fuel rail pressure becomes insufficient, it can lead to poor engine performance, increased emissions, and potential stalling issues. The subsequent slides will offer a comprehensive overview of the components involved, potential causes, symptoms, and detailed troubleshooting steps necessary to pinpoint and rectify this issue. The DTC P0087 pertains to a low fuel rail pressure condition, impacting several components with specific roles. Firstly, the fuel rail pressure sensor integrated with the fuel rail measures the fuel pressure within the rail and sends this data to the Powertrain Control Module, PCM. Its main role is to inform the PCM of current pressure levels to ensure proper fuel delivery. The high-pressure fuel pump generates the necessary pressure to deliver fuel from the tank to the engine, and it is located in close proximity to the engine block, usually mounted on the fuel rail. If either the fuel rail pressure sensor or the high-pressure fuel pump functions incorrectly, the PCM recognizes this discrepancy and stores the corresponding DTC. Moreover, the camshaft, specifically the high-pressure fuel pump cam, is essential as it governs the operation of the fuel pump. Each of these components plays a critical role in maintaining the vehicle's performance by ensuring that an adequate supply of fuel reaches the engine. Several possible causes could lead to the DTC P0087 being stored in the Honda CR-V. Firstly, a fuel leak anywhere within the fuel system can cause significant drops in pressure, resulting in the PCM detecting a low pressure condition. Before conducting any further diagnostics, it is essential to address and repair any identified fuel leaks. Secondly, a malfunction or fault in the fuel pressure sensor could lead to incorrect readings being sent to the PCM, resulting in erroneous low pressure indications. If the PCM is receiving faulty data, it could trigger the DTC even when actual pressure is sufficient. Additionally, issues with the high-pressure fuel pump, which could include wear or failure, can prevent adequate fuel delivery, thus leading to low pressure in the rail. Each of these causes requires thorough investigation to ensure that the root problem can be efficiently addressed. The symptoms associated with DTC P0087 can significantly affect the driving experience in the Honda CR-V. One primary symptom is engine stalling or misfiring, which can occur during acceleration or even while idling. This happens due to insufficient fuel supply to the engine, leading to irregular combustion. Additionally, the vehicle may exhibit poor engine performance, which can manifest as a lack of power during startup or acceleration, making it difficult to merge into traffic or climb hills. Furthermore, drivers may notice decreased fuel efficiency as the engine compensates for the low fuel pressure by working harder, which can lead to increased fuel consumption. Understanding these symptoms will assist in diagnosing the underlying issue and implementing appropriate repairs. The first troubleshooting step for addressing DTC P0087 involves starting the engine and stabilizing the RPM. Begin by starting the engine and then hold the engine speed at 3,000 RPM without load, which means the vehicle should be in park or neutral. This process should continue until the radiator fan activates. indicating the engine has reached a certain operating temperature. Once the fan is running, allow the engine to idle. Following this, use the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to perform the DI fuel pressure test. The results from this test will provide valuable data to determine whether the fuel pressure is indeed inadequate. If the HDS test results indicate that fuel pressure is not within acceptable parameters, it confirms the issue has been replicated, and additional diagnostic steps will be necessary. In the second troubleshooting step, it is essential to conduct a test drive of the vehicle to gather real-time data under various conditions. Drive the Honda CR-V for several minutes while paying attention to the recorded snapshot parameters, which include critical measurements such as engine speed, vehicle speed, and various sensor outputs like the manifold absolute pressure, MAP sensor, throttle position, TP sensor, accelerator pedal position, APP sensor, engine coolant temperature, ECT sensor, and intake air temperature, IAT sensor. Monitoring the fuel pressure converted from the PF sensor and the fuel pressure in the direct injection system during this process provides key insights into the engine's operating conditions. This step will confirm if issues persist throughout various driving conditions and will help to narrow down potential sources of the low fuel pressure. For the third step in troubleshooting DTC P0087, conducting a fuel pressure test is crucial for diagnosing the fuel system's integrity. After starting the engine and allowing it to stabilize, hold the engine speed at 3,000 RPM with the vehicle in drive while firmly pressing the brake pedal. During this procedure, compare the HDS results from the fuel pressure converted from PF sensor to the fuel pressure direct injection system. Under normal conditions, these values should be nearly identical. If they are not close, this indicates a potential issue with the fuel rail. This comparison is a critical diagnostic step that can reveal whether the fuel rail is functioning correctly or if there is a specific component failure leading to low fuel pressure readings. The fourth troubleshooting step focuses on the fuel rail pressure sensor inspection. This inspection can also be performed preemptively before other inspections are conducted, since it encompasses key components. Start the engine and let it idle until it stalls. Then crank the engine several times to facilitate fuel system pressure relief. Following this, check the HDS, fuel pressure converted from PF sensor readings. Under normal conditions, the reading should be below 1,000 kPa, usually reflecting several hundred kPa. If the readings are significantly different, it indicates a malfunction in the fuel rail pressure sensor or the fuel rail itself, warranting further investigation to determine the cause of the failure. The fifth step in troubleshooting the DTC P0087 involves inspecting the high-pressure fuel pump cam, which is crucial for proper fuel pump operation. Ensure that the fuel rail pressure sensor is deemed normal before proceeding. Carefully examine the high-pressure fuel pump cam on the camshaft for any signs of damage or excessive wear. The camshaft plays a vital role in controlling the fuel pump's operation, and any wear or abnormalities can directly affect its performance. If any damage or irregularity is found, it will necessitate replacement or repair of the camshaft. If the camshaft is within specified conditions, but issues persist, additional checks on the high-pressure fuel pump may be needed, as it could be the source of the low fuel pressure. In the sixth and final troubleshooting step for DTC P0087, attention shifts to the high-pressure fuel pump itself. If all previous inspections concluded that component functionality was within normal ranges, the high-pressure fuel pump is likely the root cause of the issue. Inspect the pump for any operational faults, as it is responsible for generating the required fuel pressure for injection. If it fails to produce adequate pressure, efficient engine operation is compromised. Additionally, Evaluate the electrical connections and ensure there are no shorts or breaks affecting its performance. If the high-pressure fuel pump does not meet the requirements after all checks are complete, it will require replacement to resolve the low fuel rail pressure situation. After addressing the issues leading to DTC P0087, it is paramount to conduct final repair verification. Begin by confirming that all repairs performed, whether related to the high-pressure fuel pump, fuel rail pressure sensor, or any other checked components, were executed successfully. Following this, conduct a test drive under various driving conditions to ensure that the vehicle operates normally and that issues do not reoccur. Post-test drive, utilize the HDS to clear any stored DTCs. If the DTC does not reappear during further operation, it confirms that repairs were effective and the low fuel pressure condition has been resolved. To mitigate the recurrence of DTC P087 in the future, establishing a preventive maintenance routine for the fuel system is beneficial. Regular inspections of all components associated with the fuel delivery system, including fuel lines, filters, and pumps, can help identify issues before they escalate. A key preventive measure is to avoid running the vehicle on low fuel, as this can lead to the fuel pump working harder and potentially overheating. Periodically checking for fuel leaks and ensuring that the fuel rails and associated connections are secure will help maintain optimal performance. This proactive approach can increase the overall reliability and lifespan of the vehicle's fuel system, thereby preventing low fuel pressure issues. In conclusion, understanding and troubleshooting DTC P0087 is critical for maintaining the performance of the Honda CR-V. This DTC indicates low fuel rail pressure, which can lead to various symptoms, including engine stalling and poor performance. We reviewed the components involved, possible causes of the error, and detailed diagnostic procedures to identify and rectify the issue effectively. It is essential for technicians and owners alike to conduct regular maintenance checks and promptly address any warning signs to prevent reoccurrences. Ensuring proper care and awareness of the fuel system will lead to better vehicle reliability and improved engine performance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.